All right, so in this lesson, we are going to simplify monomials with radicals, root 2. What this basically just means is that we're going to simplify square roots. That doesn't look good at all. Square roots. Okay, so we have square root of 25. We know that this is 5, right? Because 5 times 5 is 25. But remember, it's also negative 5. So it's not just positive 5, it's also negative 5. Because negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. For our purposes today, we're just going to focus on the positive. So we're going to focus on the positive square roots. Well, the positive solutions to the square root. Positives. We're going to focus on just the positives. Okay, so square root of 81 y squared. Well, 9 times 9 is 81. And y times y is y squared. So there you go. If you need to see that, 9 times 9 is 81. I could probably write that a tiny bit better. 9 times 9 is 81, and y times y is y squared. All right, the square root of y to the 10th power. Some of you might be tempted to just like nothing times nothing is 10, right? Well, like whole number wise or integer wise. But we can just remember, well, I'll just show you. It's way easier to just show you. This is just y to the 5th, because y to the 5th, I can do that a little bit better. Y to the 5th times y to the 5th is y to the 10th. And if you don't remember y, it's because this is y times y times y times y times y. And then you multiply that by y times y times y times y times y. And you get y to the 10th. There's like this weird lag or something for some reason. So let's go to this next example. So square root of 144 x to the 6th. Well, the square root of 144 is 12. And the square root of x squared is x to the 3rd. Because 12 times 12 is 144. And x to the 3rd, or x cubed times x cubed, is x to the 6th. So once again, if you don't understand why, this is because x times x. It does it when I move too quickly. X times x times x times x times x times x is x to the 6th power. Now, what happens when you get something like this? Square root of 90. Well, you really can't do that because 8 times 8 is 64, 9 times 9 is 81, 10 times 10 is 100. So you get 81 or 100, right? So I want you to break this up. Look for something like a perfect square. Remember, perfect squares are things like 1, well, not 1, 1 won't be helpful, are things like 4, 9, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, 5 times 5. 6 times 6. So I want you to look for these perfect squares. These are perfect squares. So I want you to look for these. I'll put dot, dot, dot. So I can pull out a 9. So this is how I want you to write it. Square root of 9 times, well, I guess I'll do it like this, times the square root of 10. Square root of 9 times square root of 10 is square root of 90. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 10, you really can't pull another perfect square out. Like 4 doesn't go into 10, 9 doesn't go into 10. You can pull out 1, but that doesn't help us. So you end up with square root of 9 is 3, and then you can't do anything with this one. So, like, you can't do anything with it. So you just sort of like, you can't do anything with this. So you like stop there, and you just put 3 square root of 10. Some of you will do this slightly like shorter. Some of you will just put like 3, and then you'll be like, oh, and then you'll write this without circling. But I want to circle it just so you know like where I stopped. Like I can't go any further. Square root of 9 is 3. Can't go any further. Square root of 10. Can't go any further. It's just square root of 10. So square root of 96. Ooh. So in this case, if you don't know, once again, I just start listing these out. 9 doesn't go in there because 9 goes into 99 or 90 or 99. So that doesn't work. 16, 25, 36. I'm like, okay, this is kind of getting me nowhere. So what I would do is I would take my calculator and just divide by some of these. And let's try to figure it out. So, for instance, I'm going to do, let's see, 96 divided by 16. Oh, it's 6. So that's square root of 16 times square root of 6. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 6, I can't pull out a perfect square, so I'm done with that one. I'm done with these. So it's 4, the square root of a 6. So it should be a nice, easy lesson because it gets more complicated as, in the following days. Okay, thank you.